Hello and welcome back to Living Tai Chi. In this video I'll be talking about what my colleagues and I refer to as the buffer zone of wellness and resilience. I'll be using that to describe how we go from feeling very strong and healthy down to not so strong and healthy and more vulnerable, and then down to when we're in the depths of an illness or a disease. So let's start with the buffer zone itself. So I've got the top threshold when we're feeling at our best, and the qualities you see or you feel, you experience when you're at your best. Examples are feeling strong, focused, resilient, confident, and generous, to name a few. Now, when we're feeling at the bottom threshold, where we're vulnerable to getting sick, is we feel weaker, we may have brain fog, feel more fragile, we have more doubt and hesitation in our minds, and even more selfish. And look, if you observe yourself, your children, your family, and other people, you'll see that in a course of, it could be a day, a week or a month or a year, that they will go from feeling really good, and you see these qualities, and then, for example, at the end of the day, they're exhausted, you see some of these qualities. It's just being human. Now, before we continue, we have to remember that the mind and body is extremely smart at keeping us strong and healthy if we give it the right conditions. But as we all know, the modern lifestyle doesn't always allow us to give our minds and our body the best conditions. So I'll use the example of me when I caught COVID, and to describe what was happening. So generally, I do manage to stay within the buffer zone, so I rarely get sick. But at that time, I was really exhausting myself with stress and busyness, and at the point where I got COVID, I was extra busy and extra stressed, and what that did was allow me to catch the virus, and it took me down below this threshold. And when you're below this threshold, the symptoms you're experiencing are more severe, and technically speaking, I had contracted the disease. And at this level, it's best to get the support needed, such as from a health professional, taking the right medicines, taking the right herbs, getting acupuncture to help my body and my mind come back into the buffer zone. And I did that, and I managed to come back, recover, and feeling strong and healthy again. For some people, especially with COVID, they're down in this zone, they get the support they need, but for whatever reason, their body won't let them come back into the buffer zone. And they have a cluster of symptoms. In this example is chronic fatigue following catching COVID. Now, to finish off, how do we stay within this buffer zone? Tai Chi is one way, but there are many other ways, as long as it taps into the right principles of balance and exercise and the right thought process, and all of those things that contribute to giving the mind and body the right conditions to be strong and healthy. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.